Hey guys, okay. Today I have with me is the Nike Mercurial Victory Touch. I just bought it. They come in the box. The box is smashed, so hence I store my glove in the glove wallet whereby I buy. I think it's A3 size. Not A3. A4, A2, A3 size, A5 size. Sorry, I'm sorry. A5 size glove wallet. Like this is like a file wallet. So, but I keep my gloves in it if it doesn't come in bag. So this is one of the few hacks. Why? Because it's breathable. So your glove breathe. Okay. Rather than being kept inside. Latex would I think would dry out easily if it's like kept inside too long. So if I have a breathable glove wallet, and then it helps that I can see what glove I put in it rather than it being totally covered. Okay, enough of that. Okay, this is how I store my glove if I don't have a glove wallet. So it's very cheap, relatively cheap, like $1, 20 cents, 30 cents in Singapore. I'm sure in other countries they are as well. So this is a good way of storing your glove wallets. Okay, if you don't have wallets, so this is another way of it. Okay, okay, enough of that. Okay, so now I just bought size 10 of Just Keepers. This Mercurial Victory Touch. I bought Victory because I can't convince myself enough to get an Elite. Okay, this is the latest colorway that is I think Eckrite black or something. It looks like grey instead, and yellow. Okay, so this is the version of a cheaper model. I think they, instead of using the ACC latex, I guess they are using the super soft latex instead. But the build wise, on the eye, it looks so much better. Okay, I've seen videos, horrifying videos of people wearing this glove and tearing it. So I hope it doesn't tear the moment I put it on. Okay, so okay, it feels to me, okay, it has a neoprene backhand. Okay, a totally neoprene backhand, 100% neoprene backhand, and from the touch and feel of it, it feels like a diving suit. Or maybe you guys go diving. It looks like a diving gloves as well. Okay, it really looks like a diving glove. Okay, and the feel of it is also, it's like a diving glove. Maybe the Elite has a slightly thinner material compared to the Victory. But I still cannot convince myself to get an Elite. So I decided, okay, never mind, it's okay. Since it's on offer, I bought it just and fair. So I guess I'm not willing to part 140 or not 140, like maybe close to 180 pounds for a pair of Elite. So I decided to go to just like 60-70 pounds for something which is close to it. So I'm just curious about the glove. So a lot of people say that there's so many negative comment about this Elite Touch a lot, whereby we've seen a lot of videos, people tearing the moment they wear it all over the place. So I'm sure that Nike did something to it. I'm pretty sure that Nike improved. The first batch was horrible. The black and Volt thick, that was horrible. That was horrible. I saw it in front of my own eyes that the glove ripped apart. So now I managed to convince myself and to kill my own curiosity on how good is Elite Touch, not Elite, Mercurial Victory Touch. So this is okay. I'll put it on. Okay, now on the top. Yeah. It's a tough glove to wear. Really tough glove. Tight as God knows what. Okay. Yep. After you put your hands in here, the moment it's free, it's so much easier to put on. Okay, I definitely will need help to put on the other pair. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Shit, man. Things put in properly. Okay, yep. Okay, this is okay. It's pretty much like diving gloves. The feel of it. Okay, size 10. Snug, very snug. Almost touching to the end. I think for this glove, I'm willing to forgive that it's not slightly longer because I don't know how the feet supposed to be. But if you are size 10 or size 8 or size 9, I suggest you go with your own size because due to the fact that these gloves have to be snug. If it's not snug, then it's not what you're looking for. Okay, looking at the stitch of it, right, I think Nike improved a lot in due respects to this. This is one of the better for a mercurial touch. This is sewn and the work is quite seamless and nice. Okay, see, everything is negative. That means it's stitched in. Okay, the gussets here is breathable mesh instead of using pure neoprene material whereby it's not breathable at all. But this is quite breathable. I should say that. Yeah, it's quite nice actually. Okay, but I still cannot bring myself to pay almost £200 for almost £180 for the elite version. So I think this is quite a nice glove. It feels actually thinner compared to the normal Nike gloves whereby it's 4mm. I think this is like 3mm. So I think the concept of Nike Mercurial Touch is to have as much feel to the ball as possible, whereby I think this has a lot of feel to the ball. Definitely. Okay. About the tackiness of the latex, it's not really tacky. I think it's because it's super soft and I think it needs to be like pre-washed and I think it'll be good. Okay. It's you can see here it's extended pump. Definitely it goes up to the wrist area. I'm not a big fan of extended until the wrist, but still this is the concept of Mercurial Touch. Okay. Concept is very interesting. Okay. Okay, we can see that the stitching and all. Okay. I think it's nicely stitched compared to the Vapor Grips that I bought. If you've seen my video about Vapor Grips, they are like horribly stitched. Something that I bought for like what, £85, and it's horribly stitched. Whereby I bought something like less than what Vapor Grip cost, and it's stitched better. I think it's already worth my money because I'm very what you call it, I'm very picky when it comes to construction of gloves. How they are made, how much effort is being put to thought about the glove. Okay. Okay, the punch zone, we'll talk about the punch zone. It's an interesting concept because why, I think inside of the gloves, definitely you see they put padding in it. Maybe I think it's like maybe roughly 3mm padding in the neoprene material, so hence it's a bit warm because of they stitch another material at the back of it, so you have like a more or less a punch zone, but it's not that thick though. You still can feel the ball. If this ball is hard, you definitely will feel the ball. But then again, the concept of this glove, I think Nike think of a concept whereby it's a seamless glove. It's totally a seamless glove. Yes, true to what they say. It's seamless because really everything is stitched inside instead of outside. Everything is done inside, so it's more of an inside job. Okay, it's more of an inside job kind of thing. The wrist part, okay, the wrist part feels snug, but not as snug as when you have a strap on it. Okay, but this one doesn't have a strap on it, but it feels okay. But somehow or other, being a goalkeeper for almost more than 30 years of my life, I always wear gloves with strap. But this is the first time I don't have gloves. I bought a glove without strap, so not really comfortable with it. Maybe it's me lah. I think it's just me. Old school kind of keeper, but I still prefer gloves with strap. But overall, if you ask me, I think this is quite a good investment. Maybe just to kill my curiosity of how the glove is made. If you ask me, I think it's pretty well made compared to the VG3s. Nike, well done on Victory Touch, especially this colorway, and Crack Black and Yellow. This is like way better than what I had. Nike in my VG3 was worse, and this was way better. So I think Nike took the comment seriously, seeing all the gloves get ripped during putting it on, but this one doesn't rip. So I'm very glad that it didn't rip. And definitely, if I have to put this pair on, I can confirm with you that I need someone else's help with it. So that's the major problem. Okay, maybe you have to trouble a teammate to put it on, because it's impossible to put on two pairs together. Okay, my God, it's already too difficult. Really, this is like the most difficult to wear. Oh my God, I'm struggling really. I'm struggling. I can only put it in 1.5. I can't put it in. If I put it in, it's either I tear this part, or I'm afraid I will tear this part, or I will tear my finger. All the foam on the finger will stick through and it will go through, and it definitely will rip slightly the latex. So I don't want to rip anything, because it might hold a value soon. Not now, but maybe towards 10 years later, 15 years later, it might hold value. So okay, overall, I think it is a very good concept. It's a good concept. It really killed my curiosity. Not killed, more or less answered my curiosity. Oh my God, to put on is one story, to put it off is another. To kill off my curiosity, okay. It killed off my curiosity on why these gloves is good. Okay. It is a unique concept. It is a unique concept by Nike. I don't know how many people welcome this move, but not many will wear. You can see that most pros don't wear. They only wear it during training. People like Butland, Pickford, Ederson, Alisson. Alisson, I never seen him in this glove before. Ederson, yes, but not Alisson. All the Nike, Thibaut, Courtois, I don't think I've seen him in this gloves either. But maybe they tried it, but they don't like maybe publicize it. It's an interesting concept. It's a different concept towards glove. That means strapless, seamless, that kind of stuff. But it's really difficult to put on. So I summarized that these gloves, to kill my curiosity, is worth the money. But to wear it on match days seems to be you either have to be rich, very rich, because I can tell you that maybe after 3 wears, this glove will be trashed. Definitely, because due to the fact the materials, no offense Nike, you did better, but due to the backhand materials and things like that, I don't think it will last more than 8 wears to 10 wears. Maybe definitely, I should say maximum it will go is 6 wears, whereby if it's your hard-earned money, I keep it for collection. I'm not wearing it definitely for trainings or things like that, because I know from my experience that this will get trashed. Definitely. So, but it killed it more or less solves my curiosity. Why am I curious about the glove? So I bought it out of curiosity, and I bought it to appease myself, and I bought it for you guys. So just to show, is it worth to buy or not? For me, if you're a collector, yes, it's worth to buy. But if you plan on wearing this for games and such, I don't think it's recommended. I prefer you guys going for the SGTs and stuff like that. So not disappointing, definitely not disappointing, not as disappointing as the VG3 that I bought. The current VG3 is that I bought, the current model, I just have a lot of question mark over that glove. But this, I think for collection wise, it's good to have. But to play on it, I don't think so. Okay, there are way better gloves at this price. That is that's worth the money that can be used for quite some time. Okay, so that's my take on the Nike VG3 Mercurial Victory. Okay, bye.